exercises that I use to get a horse's attention when they're distracted. So these are good if you go to a show and your horse is worked up, or you want to go to like a trail ride somewhere, or just you're working your horse in a new environment, or a lot of horses will, especially younger green horses, will get distracted. And just looking around like this can be dangerous and not productive at all. So you have to figure out a couple ways to get your horse's attention. So there's one that I always do before I'm riding a green horse or a horse that is not paying attention to me. And I do groundwork, making my horse side pass, back up, go forward, and whoa. Okay, so that's one of them. The next one is I make my horse ground tie. And then the next one is I make them walk on a lunge line. So a horse, in general, cannot be distracted when they're walking on a lunge line. If they're trotting around or cantering around, it's easy for them to not be thinking. But if you can get their brain engaged in something that you're doing, then it gets their distractions off of everything else that's going on out there, and they start to focus on you. So that's what we're going to go through with Dexter here. And I hope that some of these exercises are helpful, because I know that it's a very common thing. Everybody with every horse is going to deal with it at some point. Okay, so we're going to start with getting him to walk on a lunge line. So right now he's a little bit afraid of kind of where the camera is over there. Not super, but he's uncomfortable. And the thing about Dexter is that he freezes when he's uncomfortable, so it might look a little different than what you guys are used to seeing. So yeah, he doesn't want the barn area that's behind the camera behind him. So, and he's looking at the other horses out here. He's not comfortable in this area. He's only been out here like once. So let's see if we can get him to walk a circle. Walk. And you want to use as light of cues as possible, because that's the way you're going to get them to start thinking, okay? So I'm not going to micromanage him. Walk. So he doesn't walk. And the thing about this exercise too, walk. Good. So he's not even trying to think about what I'm asking, because he's just looking around doing his thing. So this is perfect. Yes. Yes. And the thing about this exercise is he'll be less spooky, because he has to focus on me. He can't be focusing on what's going on. Good. 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 Now, since he's really distracted, I'm just going to switch directions here. And we want to keep this at a walk. Okay, so he's really resisting, focusing on me instead of everything else. So I'm just going to not let him do that. He has to keep doing what I'm telling him. Good. Good. And switch. Okay. Anytime that he gets, nice and forward, I'm going to ask him to switch directions, because that's kind of putting another exercise in here where we'll do it more when I do the under saddle videos, but where your horse starts to look away from where you're going and you just completely change their direction. Good. Switch. Good. We're getting to him. Good. Thought about licking and chewing there. So he's looking away from me. I'm just going to switch directions. And you don't have to do this for long. Every situation, every horse is going to be different. I want him to stop turning his head to the outside and focus on me. So that's why I need to switch directions too, because he'll get too bored of doing this. He doesn't have to think about it. So you got to give him something to think about that's easy, good, and promotes relaxation. So let's see if he'll come. Yes! There. All the way. Good. Okay, so I want to keep these videos short, but you guys kind of get the idea. If if he was trotting around and really anxious, so he does the opposite, he freezes up, some horses go faster, I would just continue to just ask him to walk. It's a no walk, we're walking, and I just stop him from trotting each time until he got a nice walk going. Here's number 2. So hopefully he starts to be a worse example for these videos because he starts to focus on me as we do these exercises. But I'm still going to show you how to do them. So, any horse that is on the ground, yearling, up, retired, doesn't matter, show horse, they all should know how to go forward, backwards, sideways, and stand, okay? So, sometimes before I get on, my horse is really distracted, especially a hotter horse. I'm going to make sure that they are moving with me, each part of their body in different directions. And then once you do that, and as you get comfortable with this, a lot of times it's like 2 minutes before you ride, side pass this way, side pass that way, back, forward, horses relaxed, get on and ride. So, let's see. He's paying more attention, so walk. Again, don't micromanage, that's the point of these. So if he's not gonna walk with me, I'm gonna take him off balance, walk. Good. 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 Okay? Back up. Now don't make these tasks boring, because then your horse is gonna get distracted again. Look around because you're boring. You have to make it like a little bit snappy so that they start paying attention and oh, something else is gonna come, I have to focus on her. Okay? So sideways. So he's defaulting to backing up because he's not paying attention. Over. Yeah, okay. Over. So that's a very good indication that he needs this. He's not paying attention. Actually, here, come here. I don't want to try to ask him to side pass to something that's going to scare him. Yes. Yes, good boy. Come this way now. Good boy. Side pass this way? No. We did. Good. Yes, good boy. Okay, so if they're not paying attention, they're not focused, they're not thinking, they're going to start doing their default task when you ask them for something. If you don't know what the default task is, send me a message because it's an important thing that I talk about a lot. So he's defaulting to backing up or side passing towards me because he wants to pay attention to everything else instead of what I'm asking. So that's a very good indication that he wouldn't be ready to get on yet because he's not with me, okay? He's defaulting instead of listening to my cues. Over. Over. Yep. Good. Yes. Good. 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 Good boy. Okay. A little lick and chew. Over. Over. Good boy. Forward. Up. Whoa. Back up. Good. Okay. Now let's see if he's can spin around here. Good. Yes. Good. So that's not right. Yes. Good. Good. So if he's still saying, I don't want to go to a certain area out here, he's too busy focusing on what could possibly scare him and not me, okay? So that shouldn't be an excuse if he's ready to be ridden. Good, there we go. And back, 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 good. Okay, so that's that one. So let's see now. He got distracted by a horse moving around. Let's see how good. How quickly he can get his attention back on me now that we did that exercise. Okay, third exercise here. I'm going to throw in another one just for fun too. But third exercise here, he might not be very helpful with because it's going to be ground time. Okay? The tractor's coming down the driveway, so this is kind of perfect. So So when I talk ground tying, when you have a horse that's not focusing, you're not going to drop your lead and walk away, because that's not going to help them focus. That's just going to get them what they want, which is to look around and be, distracted. So I'm going to stand like this. And say if he was to move forward a step, he's not going to help. Oh my God, the cat. There. He's not, sorry guys, he's not going to help much with this example because he doesn't like to move when he's upset. Say he walks forward a step. Whoa. I'm going to just back him right up and leave him there. Walk away. Don't micromanage him. He has to stand there by himself. He comes forward a couple steps. Back him up again. Stand here. Energy to back him up, and then relax your energy, okay? That's important. You want him to be responsible for standing there without you micromanaging him, or else he's never going to keep his focus. So let's see. He's a little distracted. Good. Let me just see. Whoa, whoa. Good. Whoa. Good. Good boy. Whoa. Okay? So I'm just trying to up the difficulty here to see if I can get him to move so I can show you. But basically, we just keep sending them back. I don't think, is the camera even on us? Sorry, I'm having pivot difficulties. There we go. Let's get him over here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stand him here. He has to stand there. He can smell a little bit, but we're trying to get his attention on me, not eating. Okay? Say, whoa. Go back here. Okay, so you didn't want to do that. I said, whoa. Okay, tractor's here, so he's distracted. Good. We're focusing. Good. So this is exactly kind of what you do. You don't want to start shaking your lead and making him all, but I'm just trying to get him to lift his head up. So this is what you would do too if your horse kept coming forward. Just back him up. So a lot of times say he keeps looking over here. I'm going to take this flag. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Just get his attention on the flag. And this works really well if you're in a busy environment with a lot going on. Just kind of have your flag here. He looks away. I just go over here. Good. See how he turns his head there? Okay. Look at the focus on me now. Okay, still going to try to eat. But the rest of the world out here, these horses that he doesn't get to see, are not a big deal anymore. So he's looking over there. Good. So you see how that works? So you can kind of use the flag over here to be an attention grabber. So this is a good one. Yes, good. So that he's not looking at everything else going around him, and he starts to focus back on here. So there are your 4 quick little exercises that you can try. And it depends on your horse which one you want to use, their level of training, how worked up they are, and their personality, if they're high energy or low energy, okay? But those work really well, and it gives you, this is how you stay super safe when you're riding. So you know that if they aren't doing these exercises properly, you shouldn't be getting on them if you want to be super safe while you're riding. So it's a safety thing, and it's really, so here, see? Good. And it's a really good way to get their brains working.